Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing? Hello, Astana. Hello, Iwoki. And hello, Margot. That's everyone over on Twitch. How are you all doing today? You all right? And hello to everyone over on YouTube as well. We're playing Paralives this afternoon. We're actually starting a brand new save. And the reason we're starting a brand new save is because Paralives updated just the other day. And in those patch notes, a lot of the fixes that they have implemented only apply to brand new saves. So we're starting a brand new save because of that. Because I want all the delicious fixes, you know? Delicious fixes are good. We like fixes. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make a new para. We're going to make a new save. I'm going to randomize a para, like quick randomization, you know. And then we're going to drop the para into the world, into Milano, and we're going to do a true rags to riches. No home. I'm going to start them off with 1,000 paradigms. And yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of fun. So let's go ahead, let's get into it. Margot, 3-stream streak. Woo! Well done. Thank you so much, Margot. I appreciate it. Asana, you took a shower. Nice. I went on a nice short walk with my son during lunch. He wanted to go to a nearby playground, a little tiny play park. So we went. I don't like going to this play park because it's right next to a school. It's next to a primary school, and it's just it's right next to their playground. It's not just next to their school. It's like right next to the playground. And when we go there in the afternoon, the kids are always outside on the playground, and they always try to get you to interact with them. Which, if you're an adult and you're outside of a school and the staff see you interacting with the kids, it's a bit sus, you know? So I don't like going to this playground, this little play park during when school's in session because of that fact. But Paul really wanted to go swing on the swings. So we went to the play park. Paul went on the swings. I ignored the kids. You know how it goes. I ignored the kids. And then we walked back home. So that was my lunch break. Hi, Jeeves. How you doing? And then my plan for after we finish today's stream, my plan is going to be go on a nice long walk. My son wants to go up to our local Tesco, so we'll walk up there. He's almost out of lunch stuff, so he wants to get some stuff for lunch. So we're gonna walk up there, let him get a few things that he wants/needs to get, and then walk back. So, and that will hopefully bring me up to about 10,000 steps for the day. So that'll be good. Is that a Pepsi Max? Yes. Pepsi Max. In a nice big old malt cider pint glass, you know. Jeeves, you win at pressing buttons. Jeeves, you just win in general, my friend. You are just overall a winner. Astana, you might go to a museum later this week. A railway museum. Ooh. I do love railway museums. We have a few in the area here. There is I won't say local, but it's within driving distance. There is a place that is a little, it's like a miniature railway club, basically. It's not open to the public. In order to get in, you have to be a member, but every once in a great while, they do hold events that are open to the public. So they allow the public to come in like once or twice a year. And I am really hoping that the next time they open up the doors to the public to get in there. Because they've got lots of little model railways. Basically a railway enthusiast club. And yeah, they've got lots of little tiny model railways, and it's and a lot of museum quality, exhibits and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm really hoping to get in next time they open their doors. So Astana, the glass makes the drink seem more fancy. Jeeves, you don't know much about cider. So the Old Mount cider, I love Old Mount cider. They have a very, I mean, they've got a kiwi. This is Old Mount is yeah, it's an Australian brand. But their ciders are really nice, very fruity. Not just not just apple ciders, but they do like all sorts of delicious fruit ciders. So, berries and pineapple and kiwi and all of that wonderful stuff. But yeah, I love this glass. I actually got this glass as part of a gift set. And there were I want to say 4 bottles of Old Mount cider and this glass. And it was like £15 for the set, which isn't too bad. So yeah, I'm very happy I got that. Jeeves, Old Mount is nice and stuff, but cider in general is more of the White Lightning variety. Yeah, I like the posh ones. I don't go for cheap. Same thing goes with like most beers, lagers. I much prefer the small microbrewery stuff, as opposed to your Stella and Stella Artois, Peroni, stuff like that. I don't generally go for that unless there's nothing else on offer. But I much prefer the little microbrewery beers when I have a beer. Jeeves, if I didn't steal the glass from the pub, I'm doing it wrong. I do have one glass that's a half-pint glass that I technically stole a long time ago, back when I went to the Trinity Kitchen not too long after I moved to the Leeds area. And there was this one place that was doing beer in proper glass, half pint and pint glasses. And I ordered a half pint of lager, and the glass was really cool. And I'm like, oh, I really like this glass. And the guy looked at me and he went, if after you drank the beer, he looked at me and said, after you drink the beer, I won't tell if you decide to keep the glass. So I decided to keep the glass. So there you go. Jeeves, English brewers have made it their mission to make lagers as boring as possible. Oh, I know. As long as I tried Aquavit. No. What is Aquavit? I have never heard of it. But you have definitely got my whatchamacallit? Oh my god, words. You've definitely got my attention. That's the word. That's what I'm looking for. And curiosity. Attention and curiosity. There you go. Asana, you don't think you've ever had cider. Get the fruity ciders. So, like Riodelig, Old Mount, those are the ones that you want to go for. Don't get the cheapo, like, White Lightning crap, because, yeah, that's just absolutely horrible. Brothers Cider is another good cider brand. They do Brothers Cider does the best toffee apple cider. That, oh my gosh. Seriously, it tastes so good. Okay, so we're going to start a new game. I don't want to do the tutorial. We've already done the tutorial loads, so we're just going to say no. We do not want to do the tutorial. We're just going to jump right in. We're going to go start off with the Paramaker. I'm going to randomize a para. And then we're going to go and we're going to find some secrets today in Paralives. There's a lot of secrets in this game. lots and lots of little secrets that a lot of people don't realize. So I'm gonna show you all a little secret that I found that will really help you if you're a rags to riches player. Astana aquavit is a type of spirit made with potatoes. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So wait, potatoes. So like, I want to say I've heard of potato type of, spirits before. What? Huh. I am definitely interested in I love trying new things. So, always try something at least once. Jeeves, get yourself a 2-liter bottle of White Lightning for £4 and get sloshed in a local park and harass passersby. Yeah, that is typically what people who buy White Lightning do. Yep, you're right. It's not an alcohol-free cider is very common as like a welcome drink for art exhibitions. Oh, nice. Sparkling or not sparkling? When I lived in the States, a friend of mine got me into non-alcoholic cider that was it was basically just fresh pressed unfiltered apple juice. I think over here we call it it's called like cloudy apple juice, but yeah, over in the States, fresh pressed apple juice from, I mean, and it's got to be fresh, but they don't, it's not filtered or anything. It's just fresh pressed, little bit of cinnamon added to it, and there you go. Either cold or heated up. That is the Americans style, version of apple cider, and so good. But yeah, when I lived in the States, a friend of mine got me on that at hot. Um, nice warmed up, fresh pressed apple cider, perfect for around Halloween. So nice. Oh, Astana sparkling apple cider is what you had, or what is common for art exhibitions there. Oh, nice, very nice. I do love that kind of stuff. Okay, so we're gonna go with Ricardo. And the only reason I'm going with Ricardo is because I like the challenge, Okay, so we're gonna randomize. Let's just completely 100% randomize a para. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. There we are. This is our very randomized para. She's pretty short. She's actually really cute. Oh my gosh, I love her. I don't know what it is with the paras, but I just get really attached to paras in this game. I think it's just because the art style is different than either in Zoe or The Sims, and yeah, they just, to me though, they just look so much more personable. But I do need to check. I want to check her outfits. Okay, that's workout and then oh my god, the strawberry PJs. Okay, so personality. Let's go randomized. Alright, high in charisma, medium in creativity, low in physique and mind, gloomy, good at cooperating, and good at nothing. That's okay, and she's neat, and normal sleeping habits. Okay, that is fantastic. Let's do the first and last names. Krista Yecker. Actually, let's go with a nickname as well. So, Krista Yecker. Let's go with, actually, let's do a middle name as well. Can we, oh, okay, we can't actually, randomize the nicknames or middle names. That's very interesting. So for Krista, let's go with Christy as her nickname. Christy Yecker. And then Hold on, I'm very curious to see if I can click on anything in here, and no, you can't. Okay. So yep, that is good, and that's it. Just very, um, very quick para. And we do not want to purchase a home. We're not doing it. So what you do, if you want to, you can actually play without a lot. So you click on these 3 buttons, and this is the first secret that we're gonna do. So click on the 3 dots, and it allows you to play without a lot. Okay, and now what we do is we find Krista, and she is where is she? Oh, there she is. Okay, so there's Krista. There's our sim right next to the train station. So real quick, I'm going to pause the game. We're going to go Shift Control C, and we are going to set her money to 1,000 paradigms. There we go. So the 1,000 paradigms is just so that she doesn't starve to death, because yeah, it's not easy. It is definitely not easy to play Rags to Riches in this game. So we've got the new paper and we've got a letter. So let's take a look at that. The new paper: Mayor Gloomberg welcomes the Yucker household and shares a list of activities to do around town. The Astronomy Club will observe a rare space phenomena. Join them tonight at the Mountaintop Park. And please stop with the graffiti, says Mayor Gloomberg. It's not very nice. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the City Hall. Town Hall and Library. Now, they're only open, they open at 8 o'clock. So we're going to go ahead. We're just going to go there for starters. Oh, and we've also got a letter. Okay, here we go. Welcome to Paralives. This life is yours to explore and build. Have fun. So, oh, that's really sweet. I like that. Okay, so we got our first stamp. Always grab the stamps. And we've got a little gift, which looks like a little duck candle holder. And 100 paradigms. Sweet. That will definitely help us. Mrs. Crawley's Candle of the Month. How much is it worth? You know what? I don't want to know. We're going to keep it. We're going to keep it. Okay, so let's go ahead. And let's head over to our place. Over to the town hall. So there is a little secret in the town hall. So, like I said, we're going to go over there first and foremost, and we're going to find our little secret. Hey, Ketchup Scat, welcome in, my friend. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. How are you doing? And Astana, all the talking about sparkling cider has now made me want to get some cider. maybe when I go later on, with to the walk with Paul. Catch up, you doing good? You're curious about Paralives. Ah, well, we're doing some secrets today in Paralives. As soon as it turns 8 o'clock, hold on. Okay, so she's sad, so we can pick a reaction. Let's go ahead and become acquaintances with someone new as a want. Okay, so I think the library should be open. But yeah, today we're looking out for some secrets, and I want to show you all these secrets, because yeah, it's some really interesting things. I'm gonna have our talk with Kareem real quick. So the world of Paralives, by the way, if you've never seen the Melina, which is the town, it's huge. I mean, seriously, it is a massive area with loads of places to explore and quite a bit of things to do, surprisingly. So Ketchup, do you have any particular questions that you'd like answering about Paralives? Alright, let's introduce ourselves in a pumped up manner. Ketchup, you're excited. You've seen a ton of build videos, but nothing about the story and gameplay. Okay. Interesting. Because, over on YouTube, I do primarily videos on guides and bug fixes and stuff like that. My first long form Paralives video went up about Paramaker. I am going to be doing a long form video about soon about build mode and live mode. So I'm really looking forward to getting those. Okay, so let's talk about Job and get to know him a little bit. And now we'll go ahead and leave. Okay, so if we go in here, this is our first secret. This is the town hall and library, and I think it's the town hall and library. It might be the museum, but we'll figure it out. Let's see. Let's go up. Yes, okay, it is the town hall and library. All right, so we need to find a specific place in here. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to properly. I mean, I've been playing Paralives since release day. The devs very nicely gave me a key so that I could save a little bit of money and wouldn't have to, pay for it myself, which I am very thankful for. And I've been playing this game a lot, to get used to how things are in the game and figure everything out. Okay, she's a neat freak, so I'm gonna have her, clean. That'll make her happy. She doesn't have a home, so what I need to do is find something that's in this building. There is a special thing in here somewhere. And the problem is gonna be figuring out exactly where it is. Hi, Augie. How you doing? Did you have Did you have a good visit with your brother? Okay, let's see. Where is this special place? Alright, it's not on this floor. Let's go up again. Is it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. Here. This very interesting looking fireplace. We're gonna click on it. It is a secret passage. We're gonna have our para go through the secret passage. Augie, you had a nice visit. You're popping in quickly again before you head out. Aw, no worries. Thank you for dropping in, Augie. I appreciate it. So there are, I have learned that there are quite a few little things like this in the game. You just have to kind of keep your eye out and, click on things and explore. Okay, so we're supposed to be in here now. Where are we? Oh, we're down here. Okay. So we're down here at the moment. And we've got there's a coffin there with some with a skeleton. There's another secret passage there. That's a secret passage, and that's a secret passage. So we need to guess which secret passage we need to take. I'm gonna go this one and see if it's correct. Where'd she go? Okay, we've gone up another level. All right, I think we've done good. So in here we've got a basket, a box, some wood, and 2 more secret passages. We've also, well, 3 more secret passages. So we need to figure out what we're doing. Iwoki, you walked this morning, then a short one now, so your normal 30-minute walk and 2 walks with a bit extra. You just wanted to get out for fresh air more than anything. I don't blame you at all. So for those of you, you just got back, no worries, welcome back. For those of you who are new, I have made it my goal to get in shape so that I can walk the Dales Way in the UK next year, next summer. So one year from now, I want to be able to walk the Dales Way. And if you don't know what the Dales Way is, it is a public footpath that is 80 miles long. And it takes you from Ilkley, West Yorkshire, all the way to the Lake District. So it's a good trek. And I want to do it in 1 week, which is equivalent to about 12 miles per day. Right now, I am able to walk. I'm up to walking 5 miles per day, and so by next year, I want to be able to I want to get up to where I'm walking 10 miles per day, which is about, hold on, got an itchy nose. 10 miles per day is approximately, I'm doing maths in my head. Hold on. It's approximately 26,000 of my steps. I'm 5 feet tall, so I have a short. I don't walk very fast or very, my walking length is not stride. My stride is pretty short. So, but yeah, that is my goal. To by this time next year, I want to be able to walk. I want to get up to walk 10 miles per day, and then go on the Dales Way walk for and do 12 miles per day for 7 straight days. And then take a couple of days off at the Lake District for a bit of a holiday and a rest, and then come back home via car. That is, we're not gonna be walking back. So I'm looking forward to it. I really am. But yeah, my current step goal is 10,000 steps per day, and I'm doing it. I am doing it. Just gotta keep at it. But yeah, good on you, Iwoki, for getting those steps in today. Catch up, you got this. Oh, thank you. Opting, is Dale even licensing his way of in walking, or am I gonna run into legal issues if I walk his way? I mean, hi Opting, how you doing? Glad to see you. It's called the Dales Way because you're walking through the Yorkshire Dales. That is why it's called the Dales Way. Okay, so I'm not sure which way to go here. Let's do this one. We might get sent back to the start, but let's see if we're right. So we're going through the right secret passage. And oh wait. Okay, we have gotten a little bit farther. So that's a spider. And we've got there's a skeleton, a spider, and a skeleton, and a canvas. Hold up, I can sell this. I can sell this painting. I am tempted. But at the same time, I want to try to I want to grab that painting. I want to put that in my inventory. Is there any way I can grab this and put it in my inventory? Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna save the game. By the way, F5 to save. And it says click to enter build mode. Okay, so if I enter build mode, no, it will not let me enter build mode here. Okay, that's fine. But I can sell that if I really wanted to. I am so tempted. Very, very tempted. Iwoki, you're very welcome. We do all the physical things, yes. I mean, that's the whole point of the song, right? Let's get physical, physical. Come on, get physical. Right? That's the whole that's what that song means, right? Ketchup, if you walk the Dale's way, you'd end up in the emergency room. That's why I'm spending this entire year getting a fit, so that I will be able to do it. I started off at the beginning of this year only being able to walk about 4,000 steps, and I weighed 80 kilos. 5 foot tall, 80 kilos, only able to walk about 4 or 5,000 steps before I got absolutely knackered. That's how out of shape I was. And now I'm up to 10,000 steps per day, and I've gone down to 77 kilos. I weighed myself yesterday, and I've lost like 3 kilos. So I'm happy. I'm very happy with that. So Jeeves, if you ride the length of the UK from north to south, Yorkshire is the last difficult bit. The south is very much giving the Netherlands a run for their money. It's so flat. Have you ever been to Kansas in the States? Okay, what else is in here? All right, there's nothing else that we can interact with. Okay. I want I want to do build. Um okay, I'm gonna have to look this up real quick. There are a bunch of cheats in Paralives. To the wiki. And I want to do build let's see. Build node cheats. Here we are. So reset museum donations. Can't, nope, nope, that's not it. That's not what I want. I love that there is a cheat called Rage Quit that just closes the game. Personally, I think that's absolutely hilarious. Okay, I really I really want that painting in my inventory. I really do. Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up later because there's just so many cheats. It's gonna take me a while. Jeeves, am I gonna squat in the secret passage in the town hall? That is actually yes. That is exactly what I'm doing, Jeeves. You know what? I'm gonna sell it. Okay, that gets me 250 paradigms. That's fine. So let's see, left or right? Okay, let's try going through this secret passage and seeing what happens. Jeeves is flying over Kansas count. Yes, sort of. But no, Kansas is super flat. If you've never been to Kansas, it's just like flat. You can get on the top of a skyscraper and see for like 20 miles. I'm not even exaggerating. Uh, it is that flat. I lived in Kansas for like 2 years, so you know. James and Mike, yeah, yeah. Opting, you used to drive across Kansas on the way to a conference in New Mexico. You drive so long, and then there's a slight bend in the road, and then you drive a bunch more, and then there's another bend, and then they reintroduce terrain just as Just as you're at Colorado. Yes, that is basically it. Yeah, very flat, and yeah. Oh, okay. Another canvas. So we're gonna sell this. We're just stealing everything, and now we're in this little area here. There's another secret passage there, another one there. I'm selling this painting. We're getting lots of money. There's some bookshelves here where we can read a book. There's a skeleton here just staring at this oddity eyeball. That that is a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie. That is extremely weird. There's no food here, unfortunately. And there is nothing else that we can interact with. So I am curious. Okay, there's no other book. Okay. So we have two secret passages. Um I'm not entirely certain which one. We're gonna try this one. We're gonna try the fireplace. Let's see. Sayoro, hello. Been confused for a moment. YouTube stream chat is bugged. Is it like not letting you? Is it keep saying error? Oh man, we have to start all. Wait. Yeah, we gotta start all over. Gosh darn it, I went the wrong way. Okay, back through the secret passage. It's good. But yeah, welcome in, Sayoro. So yeah, has it been just saying error when you try to type? I've been getting that a lot as well. Hopefully YouTube fixes it. I might have to send a message to my contact at YouTube. But yeah, hopefully they fix it. It is so stupid that it's been doing that. Mm. Sorry, I missed my mouth. As you do, you know. Opting, you think that the speed limit was still 65 at the time? They're starting to introduce chunks of 70 in various states, though, so you wouldn't be surprised if Kansas was adopting that. I I honestly cannot remember speed limits in the states. I want to say that when I lived in Missouri, the interstate was 70. Back when right before I moved in here, but I honestly cannot remember. But it sounds a bit right, about right. Okay, so let's do this again. Okay, so where did we go after this? Was it this way or this way? Um, okay, it was this one. All right, so book. Fireplace, bookshelf. Then we went to the right. Where am I? Okay. Okay, then we did the fireplace. Sayoro, the input field is just 80% outside of your screen unless you hit F11 for full screen mode. Oh wow, yeah, that's an odd bug. That is definitely an odd one. I've never come across that one before. I will contact YouTube, my YouTube contact. I don't know if it's probably an AI bot anymore, but I will contact them and let them know. Thanks for letting me know. I really appreciate it. So let's forget YouTube chat then. You're watching stream there, writing here in Twitch works for you. Welcome in, Sayoro, over to Twitch. I appreciate it. Jeebs, wrangle data. Good luck wrangling that data, Jeebs. You can do it. Astana, you do not have a full beard. Well, that's because you've been listening to Twitch and been buying all the razors. Okay, so this is where we got stuck, isn't it? We went through there, so now let's go through there and hopefully we find the place. This is like a little maze. All of the secret passages, trying to figure out which ones are the correct ones. Okay, now we're in a bathroom. Which is fine because she needs to go to the bathroom. And this, um, is going to be our little home away from home. I really, really wish that I could, um, yeah, I really wish the game would allow me to, what's the word, fix this? You know, as in, like, go into build mode here. Because that would be really, really nice. I would love to go into build mode and, you know, like put a little kitchenette in here and everything so that this could actually be our little base of operations. But that's okay. That is absolutely fine. We'll deal with it. Jeeves, it's better on Twitch anyway. Yeah, unfortunately, YouTube doesn't have I can't get bots for YouTube because my this YouTube channel isn't my main YouTube channel, and all the bots will only are only usable on my main YouTube channel, which absolutely just, you know, it sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so she's tired and she's hungry. Let's see what we've got here, though. So yeah, we can do the dresser. Um, cannot scrap a painting that's being worked on. Okay, that's interesting. Who's been working on that painting? But we can sell all of these, and this is gonna get us quite a bit of money. So yeah, if you're doing a rags to riches in Paralives, finding this little area here is great. Because it gets you a place to sleep. You can work on your music skills and all of that wonderful stuff. There's also a secret passage here, so we need to get something to eat. So let's go through the secret passage and see what is here. Where is she? Where did she go? Okay, we're all the way back down. Fantastic. Now, unfortunately, I don't know if we can just get here quickly, um, by, you know, doing all the secret passagey things. If we can just, like, since we found there, yeah, I don't think there's any quick way to get back up, but that's okay. We'll go down here, we'll get something to eat. There's a lot of people in the entranceway, but that's fine. And then we can try to get back up there and do the things. Ooh, we can grab an apple for a snack. That's fantastic. We'll go over here. We'll go into this little kitchenette area. We'll fix ourselves something to eat. Actually, I'm thinking that maybe we do some actual cooking, and we'll do a veggie burger. Single portion, please. We'll have ourselves something to eat. I don't know if we're going to get kicked out of here after it closes, or if the game will let us stay in here, but we're going to find out. I think that'll be very interesting to find out. So Yoro, it depends. Your ad block doesn't work on Twitch. Ooh. Yeah, that is very, very true. But luckily, I've got ads turned down to the absolute minimum. So, you shouldn't get more than like a 15-second long ad. Hopefully. So Yoro, fun fact about that little area. All the pictures are there once per household. Oh, okay. So if I make another household and I go back into that secret area, then there'll be more paintings there. Okay, that's pretty cool. The bathroom and the bed are usable, so that room is awesome for homeless paras. Yes, that was my thought, since she is 100% homeless. That was my thought, that it would make a great this would make a great base of operations while we try to get enough money to make to get a house. So she is a very sleepy though. So I'm wondering, can we? Okay, we can't go. We have to go all the way back through the secret passage route. Okay, that's fine. I wish there was a way to go there quickly though. That would be a very nice, an instant teleportation, kind of like a, oh, this household found this spot, so congratulations, you can you can do things now. Um, and being able to teleport there per household once you find it, and also being able to edit it would be really really nice. Like I'm just picturing, like, maybe Krista here found a TV, like bought a TV from the market, and she sets it up in this little tower. That would be really nice. Estana, where is she gonna sleep? Um, as soon as we get back, as soon as we get back up to the top of the tower, I'll show you. Which one? Oh crap! Was it this one? Was it the bookshelf? It was the bookshelf. I could never. Oh, I'm gonna have a problems remembering where to go with this. So a bookshelf. Jump up. Go to the right. So yeah. Get in the building before the library closes. Exactly. Yeah, or else it won't let you in. Then the fireplace. And then we go. See, this is what I was saying, that it would be really nice if we could, like, edit this. Because like, this would make a really neat area for a kitchen. Or, once we go up here, go through the secret passage again, the bookshelf. So once we go up to the sleeping area of this little secret section, here we are. We're in the bathroom. So she's tired. So here's a bed. So she's gonna sleep in the bed. But yeah, it would be really cool if I could edit this. Put a little TV down here on the coffee table for her to watch. Um, that would be really neat. But having this as a base of operations for a homeless para is fantastic. I'm just picturing, the other paras thinking, this lady here really loves the library a lot. She's here all the time, type of thing. So, didn't the dev say that a world editor is planned? Yes. So there is, like, at the very beginning of the game, there is a wide open space that you can access and build to your heart's content, but it's not actually a part of the game. It's just like a free build map. But yeah, they are hoping eventually to put in a world editor so that we can, like, create our own towns and share them with other people and actually play in them, with being and dividing everything off into lots and all of that wonderful stuff. So that would be really really neat. But I'm guessing that's going to come after early access. Because during early access, they're going to be working on bugs and adding more gameplay and all of that wonderful stuff. So I'm thinking, we've got these goals here. So we need to collect gems, mushrooms, or artifacts, make a donation to the museum, to the community center, buy something at a shop, and become acquaintances with 3 paras. Now, the neat thing about this, the buy something at a shop, I found out the other day that that free plant that you get at the plant shop every day, that counts as buying something. So we can buy something from that. You know, we can get that free thing, um, and it counts towards that goal. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Sorio, create your own towns, yes, but also edit the default one, and hope that they'll fix the train so we can travel between different regions as well. Yes, yeah, fix lore wise, of course. Yeah. Fixing the train would be really cool. So like if they ever add a second town, then yeah, being able to go on the train to go from one town to the next would be absolutely fantastic. I would love that. Even if they never make another town themselves, they just give us the ability to make other towns. Being able to go to the train station and click in the train station and select travel tour to Muirville, for example, you know, from Melino, would be really, really cool. I would definitely like to see it. So this is one of the little secrets in this game. You know, we're actually, this is where we're at. Um, we're actually up here at the top at the tippy top of the town hall, which I absolutely love. Absolutely love that this is like a secret house, basically. It is so cool, and I love that the devs put that in or put this in here. Now the interesting thing is, oh wait, we got our story card. Okay, so they want us to pick a new life goal. I am not going to pick a new life goal. I am going to get a tax refund. 500 extra paradigms. There we go. Forget the tutorial. So, I mean, we all know the Sims neighborhoods are being available as workshop content. Yeah. That is very true. Yeah. As soon as that would be so cool. As soon as we can make a full town editor, I am 100% making a town. Definitely. That is going to be a thing that I am going to do. I'm going to build my own little town. I will put it on the workshop, and all of that wonderful stuff. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead since that's what I was waiting for was the story card. So we're going to fast forward through the rest of the night. And while we do, I've noticed there are a couple of other secret passages in here. So we've got this secret passage that we came out of when we entered this little area. We did try this one that took us to the beginning, and now there's also one over here that's a secret passage. So part of me is like, is this little secret passage here, does this lead us to anything else, or is it just another get back to the beginning quickly type of thing? And also, Cioro, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the coffee crew. Astana, it's so funny you can hear people talk through your ventilator above your stove. It's kind of creepy. Astana, are you sure that those are people that you're hearing? And that your stove isn't possessed? Are we absolutely certain that your stove isn't possessed? You are saying you swear? I mean, that's debatable because you watch me every day. Jeeves, it's ghosts. 100%. Astana, I'm sorry you have ghosts. Just saying. Alright, day 2 of the new paper. The train broke down. It could never happen, they said. There's an ephemeral art piece left overnight by an anonymous artist. Check it out while you still can. Okay. Is this actually a thing? And if so, where is it? Hi, Kirstine. How you doing? Glad to see ya. Jeeves, that gives you an idea for a Sims mod. Uh-oh. What mod? Jeeves, what are you thinking? Okay, there's a free yoga class. But yeah, I'm wondering because this says that there's an ephemeral art piece, and I know that sometimes you get in the new paper, you'll get an article that says something about a meteor strike, and you can actually get the meteor if you go to the place where the things where it says, where then you can find the meteor and you can collect it. Um, but I'm wondering about if this ephemeral art piece is the same, if it's actually out in the world somewhere, and if so, where is it? Soro, you've been at my fault. You've subscribed to me over on YouTube ever since we had the stairs conversation in my comment section, but you haven't followed me on Twitch yet. By the way, including my entry, there are 4 secret entries in the room. Have I found them all? In here. Okay, so that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Where's the 4th? So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, where's the 4th? Jeeves, the chest is the 4th. Nope. Cannot click on the chest. Jeeves, I don't know. I don't want to know what your idea is. Okay. Christine, you're doing fine. Glad to hear it. I'm just great, thank you. Had a nice lunch break. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I just had a really nice lunch break. Oh, there we are. She needs to go to the toilet, so we're gonna have her do that. Take a quick bath, and then I'm gonna try some of these secret passages and see what we can, if any of them take us anywhere else. So the entry we came from technically is in the bathroom. That one's on you. Looks like I found them all. Okay, fantastic. So we tried going through here. So let's try over here and see if that gets us anywhere. All right, so she's gone to the toilet. I'll have her take a bath. I love this little secret hideaway. It's so great. It really is. Like I said, the only thing I wish is that they let me enter build node in here. I can kind of understand why they don't. Because they don't want you messing with the town hall slash library because it's an integral part of the game. So I can understand why they don't want you to edit it. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's go through here and see if there's anything here that or if it just takes us down to the beginning again. Oh, let's see. Where are we? Oh, nope, we're back at the beginning. Okay, that's fine. She is very, very hungry, though. So let's go into the kitchen and grab something to eat. I'm like, okay, let's go into the kitchen. Where's the kitchen? I can never find things. This is such a huge build. But it's good. Okay, so we're gonna grab, we're gonna do we had a burger last time, so let's have a microwave tofu dog. And she's sad. Oh, she's vibe emotion bonus and extra sad because she's gloomy. So, eat a snack or toast. Unfortunately, there's no toasty things in here, but that's okay. She can have a burger or a tofu dog at the moment, and then we'll let her go out and about and explore for a bit, I think. So you watched someone else play Rags to Riches before? He made up a bunch of extra rules because this game made it too easy to earn money. Yeah, it is really easy to earn money in this game. But, it's all good. Astana, a tofu dog. Yes. Tofu hot dog. It's a microwavable vegetarian hot dog. Because why not, right? Okay, my friends, I need to take a very quick comfort break. So I will be right back. Give me 1 minute, please. Hey, Crispy, how's it going? Glad to see you. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, everyone. I have returned. Anyway, yes. Hi, Crispy. How's it going? Glad as always to see you. Astana, you thought it was was tofu shaped like a dog. No, it's. Oops, hold on. There we go. It is. It is literally a hot dog. I'm like, where is the sound? That's better. I can hear things again. And so I have found that I like having, I like the camera being like down in this mode, but with the walls, it can be a little bit annoying, especially when said walls, when said building is oddly shaped like this. So because she's a neat freak, I'm just gonna have her clean up all of this stuff as well because I figure that's probably a good thing to do. And we've got all of these paras here. So she wants to become acquaintances with a few more paras. So let's talk with Amira. And actually, let's talk with Anissa as well. And I love that we're nowhere near them, and somehow we're already talking to them. Let's introduce ourselves in a pumped up manner. All right, we're now acquaintances with, as soon as we get Anissa's up, let's introduce ourselves in a gloomy manner because we're gloomy. There we go. And now we are acquaintances with 3 different paras. And this para wants us to, has a quest for us. Oh! So who is this? Whoops, nope. There we go. Are you passionate for graphic design? I need a new logo for my startup project. We're in a library, so yeah, we can do that. Design a logo. Okay. Okay, sure. We need to get to level 3 in graphic design and design a logo on the computer. Okay, sure. We can do that. Why not? Why not indeed? Hold on, let me catch up with the chat here. Astana, you had a cup of powdered coffee and it feels like you just ate a whole meal. Wait, you had an actual cup of powdered coffee? Didn't you put water in it? I'm so sorry. I should shut up. Astana, for some reason you have zero desire to brew coffee today. Probably a good thing. Yeah. I honestly, I did not see Jeeves's comment there about the water. Jeeves and I are on the same wavelength. You're supposed to use water with it, says Jeeves. So, Yoro, ever since Sims 1, you got used to completely removing the walls whenever you can. You only show walls when decorating or when taking photos. It is so much easier, but for me, it tends to um, it 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 tends to get me out of the immersion if I can't see the walls. But it's okay. Asana, okay, you use boiling water for the coffee. That's good. Crispy, you're doing good. You learned a cool little thing when it comes to trying rags to riches challenge and Paralives. When you make a para on the train and it gets you to move into the lot, there's actually an option to skip moving into a lot. Yep, yep, that's what we've done here for Krista. She is literally homeless. And I think it's a really, really neat thing. So the good thing about these quests is that there's no timer. The only condition is your para survives because the quests are bound to. Yes, yes, exactly. Um, and I'm guessing like if you have aging turned on for the other paras, it's probably also a good thing to get the quest done before they die as well. Um, Speaking of, do I have Okay, no, no, no. I do not have non-household paras aging up. Okay, good. My paras age up, but non-household paras are turned off. The reason why I said good is because at the moment they do not have a moving in system implemented in Paralives. So if you have this toggle on, then as the non-household eras, as your all the townie paras age up and die, your town will become a ghost town because no one will move in. So until they actually, unless you want to like constantly create paras and have them move into the houses, then you kind of want to leave that turned off for now. Crispy, you're also on the walls up all the time, gang. Otherwise, it breaks immersion. Yep. Ewoki. Yeah, yeah. So if you, it's actually in the storyteller settings. So if you go into, you hit the escape key to go into your menu, and then you click storyteller. It's right here, so you can tick it or untick it. All right, so what did I want her to do? Oh yes, yes. We were gonna go this way. I kind of want to look for that ephemeral art, but at the same time, um, I want to show you all another little secret. So let's walk over here to this area, and we're just gonna go ahead and like grab all of the things that we find, because we do need to donate to the museum and to the community center. So we'll do that. Iwoki, thank you so much. You hadn't even checked that. Yeah, by default, it's turned off. But yeah, if you're thinking of turning on the non-household paras age up, I would strongly suggest that you do not turn that setting on right now. Just because, yeah, otherwise the town will turn into a ghost town within a matter of fairly quickly. And we don't want that. You kind of you don't want your area to your Sims to turn into or your world, sorry, to turn into a ghost town. Okay, so I think we found all of those things. We'll go ahead and make a donation to the museum, and we'll make a donation to the community center as well while we're at it. And then I want to, we're going to follow the train tracks. So we're going to go ahead, donate that and that. And then I'm going to go over here. And hopefully we'll be able to donate to the community center as well. At least that's my hope. I can never remember what we're supposed to donate to the community center, but oh, okay. That's the wrong mushroom. It's fine. They want a king trumpet or a porcini or an oyster mushroom. Okay, that's fine. We'll just donate everything to the museum for now. Absolutely fantastic. So Sayoro, you saw that option, but you haven't turned it on. Did I make that mistake of assuming that you have to buy a house lot with my first household? Yes. When with the very first time that I played Paralives, that I moved a para into the world, I didn't I didn't see that option. I didn't click on the three dots. But yeah, so my very first para had a house. I bought cow the cow field and built them a bespoke house there. All right, so what does she want to do? Be in a group of four paras doing something related to the exercise skill for 2 hours. Program for 2 hours, clean something up, become friends with Amira, or flirt with Amira. Let's have her become friends with Amira. That sounds like a good thing. So I actually whoa. Ah, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. There we go. All right, so I actually want her to to go around. We're following the train tracks. So the anyone else know that the train tracks abruptly stop right there? Because I did not know that. I had no idea about that. Um so there's also those. Okay, so there's here we go. Here we go. This is what I wanted. Is it this one? Yes, the tunnel entrance. So if you go to the train tracks, you can go to this little tunnel entrance here, click that, and go through tunnel. Okay, hold on. It's saying we can't go there. We can. We can totally go here. We just have to get our para in the right place. It's good. Opting, you don't want everyone to be ghosts. Muir, a couple hours after the work stream. I mean, if there were ghosts in Paralives, it would be fine. But there aren't even ghosts yet. Unknown if they're actually going to implement ghosts. I do know that the devs have said that they want to do other things with, in regards to death, but like make when your parents die, they want to make it a little bit more interesting. Um, but yeah, I don't know if they're actually planning on making ghosts in Paralives. I keep saying Sims. Habits. So you're kind of making a survey here. So far everyone's assumed that you have to buy a house on the first playthrough. Not surprised, we have been conditioned to do that for 3 decades. Another detail, you can shift click in most screens where you can select stuff to select multiple things, including paras if your household has multiple members. So wait, shift click. Where you can, oh, okay, yeah. Interesting. Ah, stop it. Um, Opting fingers crossed for sky burials. Oh my god. Oh wow, you can visit the train station? I had no idea. Okay, hold on. We'll do that in a minute. So I want her I want her to go along this route. So if we have her go there, and then we'll just follow the train tracks a little bit at a time so that she doesn't get off of the path. And now she should be able to come over this way. Yes, here she comes. Here she comes. And now we click on this tunnel and we have her go through the tunnel. There we go. Crispy, that's okay. If you did select a location to move your parrot into, all you need to do is zoom out to map view, and you can have your parrot sell their home, and then they become homeless that way. So yeah, when you're donating to the museum, so you can shift click. Okay, now where is she? She is here. So this tunnel, it's only one way, but it takes you here behind the museum. Which I think is pretty cool. It's just a neat little way to, you know, get from basically here, one section of the map to the other. So, you know, you go to the train station, it's down here, and then it takes you all the way up here. But I think that's just a neat little secret. And I'm going to follow the train, keep following the train tracks. How far can we go? Okay, only to here. So the world actually ends. You can see the line there on the map. This is how far the world goes to. Oh, and there we go. Here's a little skeleton with a rucksack. So that's another little Easter egg. You can't click on it. You can't do anything with it. Interestingly. Very interestingly. But, you know. It is a little thing, a little tiny Easter egg there. I just love finding little Easter eggs like this in the game. It is so neat. Do you know how to get your parrot to be mentioned in the newspaper? I'm guessing that you have to do something special, like find types of buried treasure or something like that. I'm guessing, you know, doing something of note is probably one way to get yourself in the newspaper. I know that you're mentioned like right after thingy, right after you move in. I know that you're mentioned in the paper then. Because the mayor welcomes you. Crispy, speaking of secrets, I should check out Sebastian's basement. Yes. That I found out about as well, which is, it's a very interesting little thing. Okay, so we've got a few collectibles. We'll take a look at that in a minute. I'm just wanting her to grab a bunch of these collectibles so that we can either sell them or donate them to the to the museum. Arrow. Okay. Do you all know about these arrows? Let me know if you know about these arrows. Okay, there's the other arrow. There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. And again. And another. Collect. Crispy, the Paralives went all out with the lore on these townies. I know, right? So cool. There it is. Okay, collect. Optin, you know all sorts of things about arrows. What sort of bow? No bow. Just spray painted arrows on the roads. Crispy Sims, you know of the arrows, but you've not followed them yet. Yep, there you go. Takes you to a treasure chest. You follow the arrows, and yeah. I'm hoping though, because it does disappear. So I am really hoping that she very quickly gets to these places. Because it does despawn once you reach a certain time, and she's gonna have to sleep out on the streets tonight because unfortunately the library is gonna be shut soon. But it's fine. It is absolutely fine. Quickly! Quick! Run! Run to the chest! Okay, there we go. Jeebs, you haven't gotten to play any of this game yet. Oh, you're gonna love it when you do, Jeebs. It is so much fun. I could literally play this all day. Okay, now I'm going to have her. I'm hoping that we can get to the library before it shuts, but I don't know. I can't remember what time it shuts. Jeeves, your day has just gotten better. Ooh, what happened? How has your day gotten better, Jeebs? Do share. Okay, where is the? Oh my god. Um. You know I like a bit of good news. Trying to remember where everything is in this game. Okay, up here. So we want that bus stop. Sorio, maybe let her sleep on the beach. That is a good thing. Where is hold on. Okay, the library is still open, but we could have her sleep on the beach for tonight. We could have her do that. Um, I do want her to grab something to eat though. Let's grab a snack and an apple because she's not starving, but a little bit. Sorry, I just noticed that there is flames. There were flames in the middle of nowhere, and I'm like, where? What even? That was so weird. Crispy, also not you using LUL on YouTube. You came to Twitch, but you can't verify your account, and it wouldn't let me follow me. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I've got my Twitch account locked to verified accounts only. Hopefully, it'll let you verify your account in some way. Okay, she is now fully fed. So you think we can sleep on the beach, Sororo? We might as well. Um, I'll let her use the toilet beforehand though. I do like just trying out different things in this game. Because I think it's very important to to have a play around with the game and try to figure out little secrets. Like for example, I click on pretty much anything and everything in the game in the hopes that I can click on something and have it um, show me a little secret. Like for example, right here we've got a Paris picture who is a master of science. A master of something, best at cooking. So, does your para get a photo here? Their photo here if they become a master of something? That's very cool if it does. So the library closes at 9. It would seem so. All right, let's go to the beach. Let's go to the beach and have a sleep on the beach, because I want to see. I don't know if anything weird happens, but I am curious. Where's the beach? Here it is. I am curious. By the way, have you all heard of about the clowns? The clowns in this game. Have you all heard about the clowns? Let me know. Because if any of you say no, then I'll let you figure it out on your own. Sororo, and they do. Your family holds half the wall in your save game. Power leveling skills is kind of a Sims habit, you guys. I hear you on that. Jeeves Frontier announced a new ship. It released a tiny fighter as opposed to any of the other fighters. It can an Elite Dangerous. You actually have a fighter ship that can land on a planet now. Nice. That is really good. Okay. So nah, we're not gonna have a program. It's fine. I love how she's so sad, you know? She's a gloomy para and she's just so sad. But yes, have for those of you who have played Paralives, have you heard about the clown items? So we've got a clown door, a clown refrigerator, a clown chair, and a clown doll. Soyoro, are you an Elite Dangerous player as well? Oh, you're gonna fit right in here then. All right, so she's asleep. We've got our new page. Cards that grant temporary buffs for 24 hours, new life goals, or another tax refund. We've already done the tax refund, so let's try a life goal. Um, Best-selling author, get a big house or a new family. Okay. There we go. This is gonna be our life goal. So our life goal at the moment is to get a big house. Own a house worth 40,000 paradigms and own 1,000 paradigms worth of decorative items. So we need to save up 40,000 paradigms. Um, there we go. That is now her goal. I'll fast forward until morning. Can you imagine sleeping here? The sound of the waves, the crisp, clean ocean air or sea air, whichever. I can imagine that. I think that would just be, especially if it was nice, not like freezing cold outside. It would be really, really nice. Just like camping. I have to admit, I have never camped out on a beach, but I have been to the beach before, and I have been to the beach like for like early in the morning when it's like nice and quiet, and all you get is the sound of the waves and no people around. So peaceful. Oh, Iwoki, you can sometimes hear the sea on a quiet day where you're at, or a quiet night. You don't hear it during the day. Oh, that sounds lovely. And Cioro, Elite Dangerous, yeah, a few years ago you built a frame to turn your joysticks and throttle into one unit that can be attached to your desk. Gearing up to go into the void is so much more comfortable doing it that way. Nice. I like it. Alright, so she's sleeping through the night. We'll head over to the library today and get that first helping goal out of the way to make that logo for that one para. But yeah, Sayoro, Jeeves, and Augie are both really big Elite Dangerous players here on the channel. Um, I personally don't play it, and not because I'm not interested in the game, but because it sets off my vertigo. So I am literally unable to play Elite Dangerous. But yeah, I love the idea of the game. I also I used to play a lot of No Man's Sky. Absolutely loved No Man's Sky. Sadly, I quit playing it because every time the game updated, I had to start my world over. It just like never ending loading screen. When you first load up the game, you get all the all you go through, you have all the stars and the planet zipping past you while it's loading. It had that loading screen up for like half an hour, 45 minutes, sometimes over an hour. And within, it should load up within, just a few minutes. Um, and it was on an SSD. But yeah, unfortunately, I just I couldn't sit there for an hour waiting for the game to load. And I found out I just had to restart the game every time the game updated, so I never got anywhere in the game. So I gave up after like my third or fourth complete restart. I'm just like, nope, forget it. Forget it. I can't handle it. So your Steam has only tracked 800 hours of Elite Dangerous for you so far because back in 2019 you had troubles with the companion apps if you started the game from Steam. Weird. Okay. Coming from Elite Dangerous, No Man's Sky controls are annoying. You played it for some time, but you prefer Elite Dangerous's controls. Yeah, I know for a fact that I would love Elite Dangerous, but I just can't handle it triggering my vertigo. So, and No Man's Sky didn't do that. I did not have any vertigo problems with No Man's Sky. I just got tired of having to restart the game after every update. I would get just to the point where I would build my base and kind of like get established, and then major update, had to restart the game all over again, and I'm just like, "Ugh, not again." So yeah, I gave up on that game, which is a real shame. Wow, Jeeves. 2,600 hours on Elite Dangerous. That's amazing. That's like Sims 4 hours for me. I've got nearly 4,000 hours in Elite Danger, not in Elite Dangerous, sorry, in The Sims 4. And I say about 4,000 hours. If I look at my EA app, it says that I've logged in about 3,000 hours. But over on when they made the switch from Origin to the EA app, it for some it reset all of my played hours when I made the switch over to the EA app for some reason. It did for some people, but not for others. But for me, it did. So yeah, I currently have about 3,000 hours in The Sims 4. But I know for a fact that I had over 1,000 on Origin. So I play The Sims 4 a lot. It's good. Not I haven't played it nearly as much as some people though. Oh my goodness. I know some people who have played The Sims 4 for like nearly 10,000 hours, and I'm just like, how? How in the world can you play it? That's a lot of hours. All right, so let's see. The museum is looking to expand their collection. Hop on a local bus for a faster commute. And oh, the astronomy club is meeting tonight at Industrial District, and there's a free yoga class at the gym. Okay, so we're wanting to go here to the museum. By the way, in case y'all are wondering why everything is for sale, I've got a mod that allows you to buy um, pretty much everything, every lot that is not a rabbit hole. I've got a mod that puts it all for sale, so you can save up your money or you can cheat the money to be able to buy it, and that makes that lot fully editable. So you can go into build mode and edit the lot. But it's the town hall and library costs 4 million paradigms. I don't think I'm gonna be able to afford that anytime soon. But since I have this mod, it is my goal now to buy the town hall and library so Krista can live in the little hidden area in the town hall. So Yara, the 10k hours could be true for you if you count every part of Sims. By every part, do you mean like all of the different types of all the Sims games? Okay, she should be waking up very soon. I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward. I love how all of these people are out here on the beach, around, and she's just sleeping away. Absolutely hilarious. I love it. Okay, she's nearly woken up now. She's also really really hungry, so we definitely need to get her back to that library. She'll be okay though. She'll be okay. So yeah, my goal for this playthrough is to get her up to a little, like 4.2 million paradigms, so she can buy the town hall and library and live in the secret house. Um, hey, everyone needs goals, right? Everyone needs goals. Okay, I want her to grab that. Going up the stairs, grabbing all of the different things that we find here and there. Hold up. Did I just see something? Yeah, I did. Cute little cat graffiti there. While we're over here, I'm gonna have her visit the plant shop to grab that free plant of the day. We forgot yesterday, but that's okay. Here's the free plant. We'll purchase it. It's worth 60 paradigms, so, we might as well grab it. Free stuff is free stuff. She is quite hungry, so we might as well go into the story nook and grab something to eat there as well. If we can. So Euro Sims 1, 2, and 4. You kind of skipped Sims 3 after the DRM trash they did with the later Sims 2 add-ons. I have to admit, I did play The Sims 3. I loved The Sims 3 when it first came out. However, the whole... Everyone always says how much they love The Sims 3 because of the color wheel. Personally, I found the color wheel and swatch options in The Sims 3 to be a bit overkill for me. I just got like choice paralysis with that. I haven't had that problem in Paralives, which is really weird because it's a very similar color wheel and textile choice, UI design that Sims 3 had. But yeah, with Sims 3, I just got choice paralysis. With Paralives, I haven't experienced choice paralysis yet. With that mechanic, which is, I think, pretty interesting. Let's grab this free plant. There we go. And the story nook isn't open yet, so that's fine. We'll just come over here to the museum and grab all of the things. There we go. Oh, cool, there's a... What's this? Oh my gosh. Look at... The Melino Ruins Memorial. Oh, it's one of these. Oh, I love this. Hold on. If you get close enough, you can... There you go. How cool is that? I love these things. They're like glass or plexiglass with what the building actually looked like overlaid on top. And if you you can find these in real life as well. So yeah, if you position yourself just right, you can actually overlay the drawing over the ruins to see what the building used to look like. I absolutely love this, that they've added this in the game, as well as, there we go. How cool is that? I love that they've done this, in the game, because it's a really neat touch. That is so cool. So Yoro, there's also stuff with huge discounts in at least 2 other stores. Ooh, nice. I do like my discounts, especially when you're doing a rags to riches. You definitely need the discounts. You not having choice paralysis is interesting indeed. You watched multiple simmers who ran into that as soon as creating their para. I don't know if it's because I'm older. Because when The Sims 3 came out, I mean, I was. When did The Sims 3 come out? That was back in like the early. Oh god, I can't even remember what year The Sims 3 came out in. But yeah, I had major choice paralysis with that. And I was a lot younger than I am now. You know, time does that. But yeah, so I'm wondering if that's the case. Is like maybe I don't get that choice paralysis right now with Paralives because I'm slightly older. And I have a different mindset than I did back then. I have no idea. Sororio, are you allowed to say their names here? Yeah. As long as you're not like bad mouthing other people, that's fine. You can definitely say other simmers' names. I don't mind because I mention other simmers a lot as well. So like I'll often talk about like James Turner and Little Simsy and Velvet Bee. Those are a lot of people that I follow and talk about quite often. Okay, so we got the oyster, we got the king trumpet. There we go. Yep. Porcini, king trumpet, and oyster. So we should be able to donate that. There we are. Now we've got 2,000 paradigms. That brings us up to 7,000. We are getting there. Now we need to find a turkey tail and a black trumpet. Which we don't have. Hold up. What? We've got Stony. We have Stony. Oh my gosh, isn't he cute? A little rock with a cowboy hat. We're definitely keeping him. Absolutely adorable. We also have an axe head that we can donate to the museum. So we have finished our Discover the Town quest, so we can claim our rewards. We've got a personality level up as well. So let's see what we can do there. Sororo, you don't know how old Whiny Brit or Satch on Sims are, but you'd be surprised if my age was that different. And they both had trouble with the amount of options in Paramaker. So Satch is quite young. I believe he's like in his 20s, late 20s, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm going to let's do saddening incompetence. We're gonna make everyone sad when we're practicing skills. Because why not? Iwoki Satch is very young. Yeah, I want to say that he's like in his 20s. Probably mid to late 20s would be my guess. And Whiny Brit, I don't watch much of Whiny Brit's videos. But I'm thinking she's probably in her mid to late 20s as well, which kind of makes sense because I was in my late, I would say probably late 20s to early 30s when I played The Sims 3. So that would put me about their age group. I was their age group back then. So I'm wondering if it's that. If it has anything to do with that particular age group getting choice paralysis when presented with so much choice. I haven't got it in Paralives, to be honest. I mean, I built 2 houses in Paralives, and I have made five households in Paralives so far. 5 or 6 households. I've lost track. I lost a couple of them when I had to restart the game. Or when I lost all my saves. Uh, that's a story. But yeah, so yeah, I'm wondering if it's the age group. Interesting way to think. But yeah, I did love The Sims 3. I particularly enjoyed. I didn't play much of The Sims 3 on PC, but I played The Sims 3 Pets on the Xbox. And I loved the Xbox version of Sims 3 Pets. It was, in my opinion, one of the best Sims games ever. I freaking loved it. Absolutely loved it. Um, and the reason I loved The Sims 3 Pets on the Xbox is because you had God points. So you could do either nice things for your Sims or mean things. So like you could clean up the entire house and everyone would be happy. Or you could cause a meteoroid shower to rain down on your Sim's house, and like lots of things would break, and you had the potential of, if your Sim was outside during the meteor shower, that they would die. But it you also got, if they survived, you got a few, they got some medals, some collectibles from the meteoroids, which was really cool. But the really neat thing is with the Sims 3 Pets on console for the Xbox, if you had a pet, if your Sim had a pet, you could turn that pet into a human Sim, which I freaking loved. I absolutely loved being able to do that. I thought that was like the best thing ever. It was definitely one of my favorite things. Okay, she just wants to program. We are not doing a computer programming, lady. We're not doing it, Krista. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. We're going to donate all of these things. Just gonna do the shift click and donate, and get 250 paradigms for doing that. And now she is very, very hungry. So we're going to go over to the library. And we're going to grab something to eat and go up to our little home and take care of ourselves. Actually, I might just have her skip going to the house. And instead, we'll just like grab. Whoops. Let's have a veggie burger, single portion. Have her do that. Why are there so many people in the toilet? I mean, really? Is this some kind of toilet committee that I don't know about? So Sayuro, James was the one who made up a bunch of extra rules during his Rags to Riches. Oh, I do love James Turner's playthroughs. He does such a good job when he does playthroughs. Um, So your knowledge of the discounts is from his videos as well. Right across the flower store at the same place is an antique store that sells two discounted items daily. And you're currently thinking about how to explain where the other store is, where you can get fridges, TVs, computers, and who knows what with the 75% discount. What's the other store called? Can you remember? Because obviously the antique store is the antiques. But yeah, if you can remember what the other store is called, I might be able to find it. Or I could do a quick Google while she's eating and go Paralives where to buy fridge shop. Um Nope. Nothing is finding me. I'm not finding anything. Where to buy electronics? Again, nope. I'm not finding anything on any either place, so it's fine. You know, he was living on the triangular lot right beside the train station, and that with the train station behind his house, he was following the street to the right to get there. Okay, so we can go on a little bit of an explore. I'm gonna have her use the toilet because she's in desperate need, and then wash her hands and brush her teeth to get her hygiene up, and then we'll go over to the we'll go around here. We got the antiques. There's antiques and there's the Le Amour. So we can check both of these and see about buying things there and see if we can get turn a little bit of a profit on them. And he was living by the train station. So let's see. The train station is not over there. The train station is right here. So if he was living on the rectangular lot next to the train station, that's a restaurant, that's a cafe. And there's a shop around here somewhere. Let's see. That's a bug. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to see inside that house. That is definitely a bug. There's the gym. I'm not seeing anything. Let me pause the game so that we don't waste. There's a general store that we can visit. We'll try that. So first, let's go. We did the bloom. We're here right now. So let's see. Here's the discount: 75% off of an armchair. We're gonna purchase that. We'll definitely purchase that. 75% off of a candle. We'll purchase that as well. Let's see. There's nothing that's on discount down here. Let's go up. And this is just an empty spot. That's fine. So, Yoro, the red train station building with the snack machine on top as a door into the triangular lot. Okay, and it's the general store. Okay, great. Okay, so let's check La Amour. We'll visit that, and then we'll go to the general store and see if we what we can find there. This is definitely a good way to get extra money, because if they're like 75% off, then we can definitely get some good bargains. Okay, so is there anything in here that is discounted? It doesn't look like anything down below. Up here is mostly blank. There's a little bit of fun stuff up here, but nothing super interesting. What about downstairs? No. There's no little sales in the clothing shop. That's okay. So let's travel down to the the general store, if I can remember where I found it. Don't you hate that when you're trying to find something and it's like, where is it? Premiere. Okay, so we got the gym. I found it once, and here it is. Here it is. The general store, which is Susan's General Store, fresh and local produce. This is probably one of my favorite buildings in this game because it's built into this old tower, and I absolutely love it. It is so cool. So Euro, at some point, someone suggested to only get furniture through discounts and trash day loot. Oh yes, the trash day. I've not taken advantage of the trash day yet, but I definitely want to. Wow, this place is awesome. She's really tired, so 75% off, 61 paradigms for an oven. We'll definitely grab that. Is there anything else? Oh, geez, that mushroom greenhouse is really nice. Do you all know what this mushroom greenhouse is, by the way? The way it's supposed to work is that you purchase this greenhouse, and you can basically click on the greenhouse, and it's supposed to grow one random mushroom type of mushroom per day. Unfortunately, from what I've heard, it's a bit bugged. But that is definitely something to grab. Okay, she's really tired. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to avail myself of these people's niceness, and we're going to crash. We're gonna crash at this Farah's house. So I'm gonna have her use the toilet, take a shower, and take a nap, or at least go to sleep in these Farah's homes. I'm so mean, but you know, we're just gonna crash at the general store for the night. It's like, hey, I don't know you, and this is crazy, but um, I'm a para, so can I sleep in your house? Maybe. I am fully expecting them to patch this out as the game progresses, because right now this does make rags to riches super easy mode. I think it's absolutely hilarious that you can do this. So I'm going to go ahead. We're gonna sell all of this because we don't need it yet. So I want to. Whoops. I don't want to sell the stone. So we'll just sell everything else. There we go. And that brings us up to 8,000 paradigms. We are nowhere near our 4.2 million goal, but this is going to be a long form playthrough, by the way. And we are playing Paralives on live streams every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday afternoon from 2 until 4. So definitely a thing that this is definitely going to be a long form thing. Oh, we have another story card. So let's see. Social pack, work pack, or sun pack. Let's go with social pack. You gain a sudden romantic interest for Kareem. Or learn well with others. Let's learn well with others, because we need to do that that thing. The logo. There we go. We need to do that. So Euro, not doing that, not crashing in other people's houses was another rule that that James made to not make it too easy for himself. Yeah, because otherwise it's just like way, way too easy. Just sleep at, live in someone else's house rent free. That's just so easy, right? Um, what I might do is say that we have to sleep in the library, in that secret passageway. But um, if we find ourselves absolutely like close to exhaustion and the library is closed, then it only if we're in someone else's house at that point in time can we crash in their house. That is what I'm the rule that I'm going to set myself for this playthrough. And I think that's kind of fair. I like to think that the town of Melino does that they have a help a homeless person mentality, where you have a guest of the town that has nowhere to sleep and they offer a free bed, in their home, to people who have nowhere else to go. I like to think in my own head canon that is a thing that Melino is well known for. Um, so I like doing that. So Yoro, yeah, you can still go. Yeah, we can still go to the beach as well, and always be able to sleep at the beach. Yeah, 100%. So my friends, we have been live streaming now for 2 hours, which means that Sammy, thank you so much for the follow on YouTube. I really appreciate that. Welcome in. But yes, we do need to wind up today's playthrough. I hope you all have enjoyed this. This has been loads of fun. Um, I really like rags to riches challenges in this game, and it's just, yeah, it is just an absolute blast. So, I will see you all tomorrow because today is Tuesday. I will see you all again tomorrow from 10 a.m. to noon UK time with our Work with Sims live stream where we do Pomodoro technique, 20 minutes of focus where we get work done, and 15 minutes of chatting time where we just anything goes during the chatting time. We have fun, we have laughs, we go over life sim news and all of that. So that's tomorrow morning, and then we'll do more Paralives from 2 p.m. until 4 p.m. UK time, and I hope to see you all there. But thank you all so much for being here. So Euro, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Sammy, thank you for the follow on YouTube. Ketchup's Cat, thank you for the follow on Twitch as well. And everyone who's gotten stream streaks on Twitch, again, thank you so much. If you are over on YouTube, please remember to like the live stream so that YouTube knows that you all enjoy this type of content. I will see you all tomorrow. In the meantime, please stay safe, please stay hydrated, and have a wonderful